With over 300 feet of shoreline on Lake Monona, welcome to the Fauerbach. The building was actually conceived in 1980. The Mullenhoffs decided to build a condo or luxury condo complex right on Lake Monona. Before that, it had been the Fauerbach Brewing Company. So you can see remnants of that inside the lobby here at the Fauerbach. But the Fauerbach itself, I believe, went from 1843 until 1966, and then in 1980 was turned into what was then considered to be luxury condos right on the lake. It is one of the very few buildings that you will actually find that has water frontage. And what I mean by that is you can actually walk out to the water. You might even have a boat slip that goes along with your unit, but one of the very few that would be located right downtown. Things to note about this building: there's only 37 units total in the building, so it is small. It is subtle. It is not something that you always notice from the street, but when they hit the market, people become very interested based on location, based on being close to downtown. I think one of the biggest attributes about being here is if you like fine dining, within a 3-minute walk, you can be at the Oyster Happy Hour, which is at Sardine every evening, Monday through Friday, from 4 to 6 p.m. Big shout out to you, Sardine. I love what you do over there. Back to the Fauerbach. The Fauerbach conceived in 1980, and what you will find is a mixture of units. So some units have been completely remodeled. Some units have not been touched since 1980. It just depends on where those units are at as far as price points go. I have sold 2 of these units in the last year. I can tell you one was a 1-bedroom, 1.5 bath, and that was on the top floor of the main building. That was a lofted 1-bedroom. Those are selling for right around $500,000. I just closed on another unit, which is actually one of the townhome or private entry units. Now, there are about 12 to 14 of those private entry units that are right down on the water in front of the main building. And with renovations, things like that, that is going to be selling at closer to $1 million. That's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, almost 1,700 square feet with a lot of different updates in there. As far as configurations for the units in the Fauerbach go, there are a couple of different floor plans. So right now I'm standing in the kitchen of one of the townhomes that is right on the lakefront in front of the main building. These townhomes range anywhere between 2 to 3 bedrooms, start around 1,400 square feet, and then go up from there, depending on renovations that have been made and things like that. But what's nice is you get the 2 to 3 different floor plans that are going to be 1 bedrooms. So on the building side, you have these 3rd floor units that are all lofted, and those are 1-bedroom, 1.5 bath units starting around $500,000. And then you come down to these townhome style units, which are right on the waterfront. You walk straight out. You can kind of see right behind me. The nice thing about these is they range in price. However, right now around $1 million gets you a move-in ready townhome at the Fauerbach. The 2 bedrooms are mainly in that big building and also in the townhomes. And the 2 bedrooms can range anywhere between $700,000 to $900,000, depending on what's been done on the inside. So we all know that parking is at a premium when you're downtown. And the nice thing about all the Fauerbach units is they either come with 1, 2, maybe even more parking spaces. So right behind me is the parking garage, right off of Blount Street. You can see Willie Street's abuzz, come off of Blount, and then you're right here at the parking garage. You can also pull in right off of Willie Street. There is also a really nice area for guests to park. So this is something where if you had someone coming overnight, you could have them park there. Also, there's street parking. That's crucial for when you are moving into the building, because that's where more than likely the moving trucks are going to be. So again, great parking and right downtown here at the townhome. Right now we have a small concrete patio, and you can see people have planted vegetables, they plant flowers, they have beautiful garden sets out here. It's just a really nice way to enjoy the lake. And then in the building up behind us, there are also patios for each and every unit. Some are actually screened in and some are just wide open, but just know that all of the units here at the Fauerbach do have access to an outside patio or balcony. I hope you've enjoyed the tour of the Fauerbach. I wanted to give you this tour because it's a really unique building in the Madison area, and not a lot of these exist. If you have more questions about the Fauerbach, anything I can answer for you, please let me know. I have been selling in this building for a very long time, and I'm really passionate about these waterfront condos and also just the history behind everything here.